we're moving on to news. PUBG News world premiere. Exclusive. Let's take a peek. Alexa, pause. So a couple of things we're going to go over today is number one, the devs put out a little short video about Rondo, what you all can expect. I did a quick little synopsis breakdown on Twitter, but we'll watch it. I'll give you my opinions, react to it here. Then we're going to go over the brand new vehicle coming to Rondo. We actually have some better footage of that vehicle, of it driving and maneuvering, scooting and booting. Then we've got a video of the next collaboration coming to PUBG. Unfortunately, it is not going to be Metal Gear Solid like we had thought it was going to be and really wanted it to be. That's sad, but it still should be pretty cool. And then last but not least, some PUBG 2.0 news. Let's get going. Quality maximum quality. Pause. Jesus.
PUBG 배틀그라운드의 10번째 맵 론도에서는
Volume back down a little bit. All right, so this is the lead developer right there talking about all of the PUBG stuff. I've got, what the hell? Okay, hold on. There's like CC over CC. Turn that off. So they're giving a quick flyover and talk through of some of the elements of the new map Rondo. It's 8x8. It's gonna have city, it's gonna have urban, it's gonna have rural, it's gonna have jungle. It's gonna have like a mixture of all kinds of areas. Probably turn off the volume, that way they're not talking over each other. But actually the map is really shaping up to look really cool. The bamboo forest is a small little area, but it is going to be interactable. You're going to be able to destroy the bamboo forest with vehicles and explosives. But take a look at how many dips and divots this terrain has. For the keen PUBG player, PUBG viewer out there, I'm looking at you, Matthias, you're going to quickly notice, wow, even though at the naked eye, this looks flat. It's like, man, there's no buildings, there's no rocks. It looks flat. There's so many undulations in this terrain that really is going to lend towards fun gameplay in these more quote unquote open terrain scenarios. Really looking forward to experience that in game. Very Miramar-esque, if you will. Then you go to the city vibe and you got a lot of the Destin, the Ripped and stuff. This looks a lot like the Tego. This area, that drop right there, this is going to be the Painan of what's this map called? Rondo. Mark my words. This is the Painan of Rondo. Some more flyovers, the cool waterfalls. There better be a loot cave under there. Better be a loot cave. And so the devs are just talking about like the research they did. They went to these places in real life, the reference locations, to capture the vibe, the essence of it, and then bring that into the game. And dude, the cities look cool. I know some people are kind of mixed on the cities. As long as you cannot get in to the buildings and shoot out of all the windows, which you cannot, just like you cannot on Destin. Look at this. That's all really cool. This is not shootable stuff. You have to get on the roof. You can play up there, or you can play the first, couple of floors. These two buildings may have a little bit something going on in there. You see up here, they're kind of connected across. You might be able to get inside those and cross over from up top. That could be pretty cool. And that's Jadina City. New means of transportation, the escalator. So I got a little ahead of myself on the leak reveal video like a week ago, and I was thinking, bro, it could be a freaking personal zip line. No, it's literally just escalators. It's just moving ground. That's all it is. So you can stand on it, and instead of having like walk real fast, instead of you running, you can just stand there and just. And apparently you can put loot and stuff on it, and the loot will move on it, so it's interactable. What feature, like gameplay feature, does that share? The only thing I could think of that would give a changing gameplay dynamic with this is grenades. You could imagine throwing a grenade on this little guy, and it interacts with the physics, and the grenade, gets sent towards your enemy who's way down here. That could be a thing, but you could also just throw the grenade down there anyway. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see some fun gameplay elements with it when we interact with it in game. But otherwise, it's just a couple escalators. So it's probably not going to be anything crazy. What else? That's the Painan drop there. Yo, D, thank you for the 20 biddies for the hype train. Let's go. Chat, thank you so much for the hype train, baby. I know Matthias looks at these buildings. I know he does. He literally loses sleep over these buildings because all he can think of is the nightmares that he has on Tego with rooftops on Paradise. I don't want to rock Matthias to sleep with my lullaby here, but I think he's going to be okay. I think they've designed, if you look at the height of most of these rooftops, I think they're designed not to be very easily gotten on top of. I'm sure you can get on top of some of them, and obviously if you parachute down, you can get on any of them, but it almost looks like they're designed in a way to not be easily accessed, which I think is a good thing. What else? Here you go, Bamboo Forest. Look at this. Look, there you go. They're driving through the forest, knocking down all the bamboo. So you can't shoot through it, from my understanding. You can only let me pause. But talk about something important. You can't shoot through. You can only explode it with a grenade or drive through it. So you probably don't want to be on foot in the bamboo forest, but you can imagine some fun gameplay elements driving through that and kind of creating a little fight angle, a fight lane, if you will, in there. Now, what they're about to start talking about is very interesting. Pay attention. Considering the factors that affect the flow, such as distance between spots, buildings, diversity, terrain, line of sight, etc., they developed the map by dividing into two different major regions. Region A is designed to offer a gameplay experience similar to Erangel. Now take a look. Here's our first look ever of the map. This is obviously a small snapshot. The map's an 8x8. This is a small snapshot of the map, but it's divided into two. Actually, this might be the full thing. Let me eat my words. This is the full map, isn't it? Because you see the red little angles. That's the out of boundary around the edge of the map. So you almost get all of it in this one little clip here. Some of it's cut off, but I mean, it's a big map, and unlike Miramar, how a lot of that stuff is big mountains and unplayable, this is not. So there's a lot of playable area here, and it's divided to two different regions. A, which is going to be closely resembling Erangel, and then B is going to more closely resemble Tego in terms of the terrain. Now, the actual towns and buildings, there might be a mixture of both. Like some of these probably look like the Tego buildings in here. That's the stadium that we reviewed. That's the test track that we reviewed. That's the big city, like the Destin city. So that's going to be mixed in between, but the terrain areas are going to be different. And specifically around B, Bravo, that's going to be a lower subterranean area where there's going to be more, I don't want to say water because it's not like a flooded area, but there will be more pockets of water and puddles and in miniature, small ponds, making it harder to use vehicles in the Bravo part of the map. You can still get through it in vehicles, you can get through it on foot, but it's supposed to just give you just a little bit different of a gameplay element. Another thing I'll point out before I let the video play through is just take note at the darker shades of the map. Anytime you look at a PUBG 2D map top down, where you have the light to dark shades, that's distinguishing elevation changes in the game. And those elevation changes are all very fun, playable areas of the map. That's what makes PUBG late game fun, when you have those high and low areas to play against, depending on where the circle rotates. And just at a glance, they are everywhere in this map. There's really no flat spot on the map, even up here. A lot of terrain changes, a lot of undulations, a lot of elevations. That's really boding well for fun gameplay. So Alpha, similar to Erangel, made up of flat lands, outskirts, or mountains. Excuse me. Region B is many low hills. Sees frequent engagements along the ridges. Puddles were a place, again, for the vehicles like I just discussed. Look at this. We are planning to add additional features to further diversify gameplay. A new system will be introduced that allows for acquiring items a different way than looting. Acquiring items in a different way other than looting. Now, that can mean a lot of different things. What's up, Beast? I take that as potential crafting. Do you remember the very recent zombie mode that we played on stream here? We made a couple videos about it. Really fun zombie mode. Is a nighttime zombie mode. You had flashlights, which was a first. So PUBG is testing out flashlights, and they utilized for the first time ever a lootable or a craftable workbench where you could craft items in the game. You had to pick up, scrap materials, that sort of stuff. Take that to the bench and craft items. That could be what they're talking about here. That could have been a test gameplay for the workbench to come into Rondo. That's not confirmed, but that could be. Destructible bamboo, like we discussed earlier, with vehicles or explosions. And then 2 more features. They're working on a feature that enables players to destroy fields and create their own cover in the map with grenades. So basically create your own divots, your own little bunkers, if you will. And then in this little clip I'm going to show you next, they actually call in their own destructible cover. Take a look. Look at this. A little smoke package dropped down some destroyable cover. So they don't give any more details than that, other than you saw the little smoke sizzle out and then boom, this thing dropped down out of nowhere. So they could be adding a new flare gun type of thing, a new artillery grenade, something like that that calls in these cover elements, which will help for the flatter areas of the terrain. These could be craftable items. I don't know exactly, but that's just that's my thoughts on it. And that apparently is going to come after the map's release, so don't expect those few things on day one. So there you go. So quick recap about Rondo. Let's go to the little 2D map here. Where is it at? Where is it at? Come. There it is. 2 different areas, Alpha and Bravo. The whole map's playable. You can go to any side you want, but there's supposed to be a distinctive difference when you cross over. You should kind of notice pretty quickly, oh, I'm in a different part of the map. Rondo is going to have 2 planes that intersect in the beginning of the plane drop. Not all the time. Sometimes it'll just be 1 plane that everyone jumps out of. Sometimes there'll be 2 planes, like 2 chains. Then there's going to be escalators. There's going to be destroyable bamboo forest. There's going to be ways to call in your own cover and also create your own cover with explosives. There's going to be the stun gun. There's going to be the new SMG. There's going to be a new SUV vehicle, which we'll take a look at in just a second. And there's going to be a new skin collaboration, which we'll take a look at in just a second. All of this is coming to Rondo December 6th for PC, December 14th for console, and it should be on test servers next week, November 29th. November 29th for test server. All right, this is the new skin collaboration, which I thought was going to be a Metal Gear Solid collaboration. It doesn't appear to be, but it does look to be like a really badass hype trailer, and this means that we're going to have some new skins, some new lore to go along with the brand new map. Take a look.
It's only a perfect victory when the
Daniel
whole
Wu.
team lives.
Lee Jung Jae.
I know where he's going.
December 6th. Okay, wait. I actually just I saw a couple things in here. Number 1, that's an M4. Is that an M4? That's not like a new gun, right? It looks just like an M4. You guys probably can't see it. Hold on, let me move this. Wait. Is this an M4? Where's my gun aficionados? Is this just an M4? What kind of gun is this, guys? I want to say it's an M4. Let me know if that is or is not an M4. Yo, Antrax, what up, baby? Thanks for the prime, homie. Welcome back. Yo, Beats, thank you for the 245 biddies. Appreciate you, baby. I think that's just an M4, but correct me if I'm wrong. Watch this.
When the whole team lives.
Watch this. Wait. Okay. Wait. Wait.
I know where he's
Wait. Here, look, right here. You see this room?
going.
See this room? I think this is very similar to the new bunker that's going to be in this game in Rondo. On the earlier leak trailer, they had that big rise up from the floor loot table that had like the level 3 gear and stuff like that. I think this is like a callback to that room, just kind of showing, you know, this is their loot bunker thing in their game or in their little video. Actually a lot of cool guns. Is that an RPK up there? It's either an AK or an RPK. M4, some shotguns, a SCAR. That's the new SMG, isn't it? Right there. Looks like the new SMG, M4, a couple pistols, Tommy gun. What is that? That's like an SK. What is that? That's an AUG, Uzi. That's like a Russian submachine gun, it looks like. I wonder if that's some little foreshadowing about some new guns coming, maybe. What's this? Wait a minute, what's this? Is this new AI? Like the faction compound people? Look at this armor, dude. I want that armor in the game. That's badass looking, dude. What was the button to like... Okay, there we go. Was it comma to go back like a frame on YouTube? Yeah, what gun is that? What is that gun? Yo, what's up, Bat? What's up, bodies? M4, okay. Yeah, Acid, there was talks. What's up, Adam? There was talks about an air/water vehicle. No word on that, though, yet. No word on that yet. Is there going to be a Christmas progressive skin coming in December? I don't know. What's up, Money? That looks like the AK-27U or something like that. That gun right there. But there's a couple guns on the wall that look new or different. So it could just be, you know, obviously part of the movie lore. But it could also be a little, hey, a little nudge. Like, hey, for those of you who are keen lookers, could be some new stuff. All right, so that's the new collaboration coming. I presume you're going to get to be able to play as both of these actors in the game. You'll be able to buy their skins in the game, just like you could buy the ones for Tego when it first came out. So that's what I suspect. You'll be able to buy these outfits, their clothing, their face, all that kind of stuff. Next up is my boy Sweet Moujay tweeted a little video of showing the gameplay, the drive. Is it gameplay? I guess it is a gameplay video of the new vehicle, the Blanque. Everyone tells me not to pronounce it. This is the new SUV. Going to be replacing the UAZ. It's going to be a Rondo Map exclusive. It's going to be faster than the UAZ. And here it is. Yay! I got airborne. December 6th, 2023. It's a pretty cool looking car. It's a pretty cool looking car. I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Hopefully it handles well off-road. What's up, Rig? So that's the new vehicle coming. That's going to be a Rondo exclusive. And last but not least, to round out the PUBG news recap before we actually get some games in with the dum-dums, PUBG 2.0, better known as Project Black Budget, has been discussed in the news recently after Krafton's latest financial call. This may come as new news to some of you, and it's unfortunate, but PUBG Black Budget, we've known this for a while, but some of you are new to the channel. You may not know. If you are new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to be not new to the channel and learn all the stuff the other dum-dums don't know. Project Black Budget is Krafton's next PUBG-esque game because it's called the PUBG Black Budget. It's an extraction shooter. It's coming late 2024 is the current schedule. The second half of 2024. So I say late, that could be July to December of next year. It's going to be an extraction shooter. They're going to try to cash in on the Escape from Tarkov craze, the Modern Warfare, what was theirs called? The DMZ extraction. I think Battlefield tried to do theirs. I think a few other games have, come out with their extraction shooters. And yeah, there's not much details to go on. It's just, it was talked about in the news recently because they had a financial call, and on that financial earnings call, Krafton has to, basically disclose what they're working on so that their investors know that they're getting their money's worth. So that is officially confirmed. PUBG Black Budget, the extraction shooter, is coming second half of 2024. We probably won't see anything on that game until at least early to mid next year, if I had to imagine. What's my thoughts on extraction shooter for PUBG? Well, I've been playing the Doc's new game in development, Dead Drop, and that game has been, an alpha stage development for about 6-7 months so far. And it's a very fun game. I get the appeal to the extraction shooter. I've played Tarkov a bit, and I understand why people are drawn to the extraction shooter meta. But boy, oh boy, would I be remiss if I said I wasn't discouraged to not hear about a PUBG 2.0 in that earnings call. Like, if they want to do an extraction shooter 2, hey, cool. But it really is a little wild to me that they're not announcing and being forthcoming about a PUBG 2 sequel, because we have known that they've been developing and testing Unreal Engine 5 to try and get it to work with PUBG's system. Now, whether that means a whole new code or whatever, I don't know, but I would have loved to hear more about that. So will I play an extraction shooter? Yeah, sure. If it's done well, if it's got PUBG mechanics, it'll probably play really well. But is it what my black ball was hoping for 2024? I'd say no. But what about you? What are you guys thinking? Are y'all excited for an extraction shooter? Do you wish it was not coming at all, or what? All right, that's PUBG news. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, share with a buddy, and get subscribed for more PUBG content, guys. Let's go.